Hello queens, kings and royalties, I'm Mara and you're watching Morana's Mirror. Are you ready for the summer? Cause I'm not. But baby, do you want your face to look like you've been kissed by a god of sun? I got you, sister. Let me show you a perfect makeup look for the summer. Listen, even I, as a vampire wannabe, sometimes want to look like I'm no longer in a fight with the sun. So it's okay if you're a little gothy, a little emo. Just give it a chance and see if it fits you. First, the base. We need an SPF. I'm also using my favorite moisturizing cream underneath for the best glow possible. And now an SPF. I don't care if it's a cream, if it's a spray, just be sure you're using it. I'm using a 50. Because like I said, I'm a vampire. I'm just pretending that I've been on the sun. Never go there. Now we need to let it dry completely. And baby, we don't want any heavy foundation or concealer on our face. Imagine that you're sweating and getting oily, which will happen in this kind of weather. It's not gonna look either good or fresh. So we're skipping that. We're skipping even the concealer. Love yourself no matter the imperfections. What I am doing is I'm taking just a little bit of powder under my eyes. As you can see, my brows are like baby carrots. So I'll be filling them up with a brow pomade. But if you're satisfied with your brows, you can just use a soap and brush it upwards. This is a dark brown pomade, so I'll be using just a little bit of it and slowly adding more. I don't want like a dark block of eyebrow on my face. Spoiler! I ended up with blocky eyebrows at the end, but it's okay. It was so hot that I couldn't handle it. The product was smearing on my face like never. But usually the temperature isn't that high, so on a daily basis, it really works. It was literally 40 Celsius, which means 104 degrees. I was melting, but now I have one brow. It looks so goofy. Let's do another one and then we'll clean it up. So right there, I'm working on my second brow. You can see here my focus mode face. It's so funny because I always purse my lips when I'm thinking or when I'm focused. I think it's because of my mother and my grandmother. Whenever they were cooking or sewing, they did the same face. Sometimes sticking the tongue out. Now I'll be cleaning the brows with a light concealer. Oh, that's actually my favorite part of doing the makeup. Love the look of a clean brown with concealer. It's so 2016, but since we're bringing back the old YouTube, why don't we do the same with makeup? Now I'm again taking some powder, just a little bit, and setting them on our face. And now I'm taking just a little bit of the brow soap and I'm brushing them upwards. Thing I like to do is to draw a little tiny hair. I'm using a brow paint from P. Louise and color Macchiato Mochaccino. Just a few of them. Dang, now I'm thirsty for some good vegan mocha coffee. That was my favorite type of coffee when I was like 16. See? More natural. When we're finally done with the brows, I'll be doing an eyeliner. I'm doing like a small wing, starting from my corner and slightly lifting it up. You can even sketch like a little dot and just connect it. When it comes to eyeliner, remember that short lines are your biggest allies. I prefer the pen eyeliners because they are precise but also really easy to use if you follow these unwritten rules. First, steady your elbows on the table and tilt your body slowly up front. This will give us a perfect balance to begin with. Second, sketch the dots. First in the corner when the eyeliner will start, the second one on the way, and then connect the lines. Thicken it a little bit on the upper side of the line that you just created. The last step, add a tiny line at the end to sharpen the liner. This will give us the lift and not the sleepy eye vibe. And when it comes to the other eye, the two things you have to have in mind is direction and thickness. Those are the two most visible things. Make sure both liners are up if you want a cut wing, or both are straight if you're looking more for a puppy look. Now contour or bronzer. You can use whatever you like. We'll be doing the same technique no matter the color. I'm taking a little bit of bronzer or contour and I'm blending it upwards. So my cheeks, my chin, my jawline. We want a lot of it because this will give us the sun bronzed effect. Forehead. Also the outer corner of the eye. And you're going here for that lift effect. So outer corner. And here we're doing a lifting. And a little bit of my nose. Now blush, also an important step for our sunny delusion. First I'll be using a liquid eyeliner. What? First I'm using a cream brush only on my cheeks. So like a dot here. And I'm blending it. A little more. Because what the hell is this? You want a sunny delusion. And what I have left on my brush, I'm slightly going on the bridge of the nose. And also chin. Yes, put it on your chin. Trust me. We want the sunny effect, right? I'm setting everything with powder blush. Why? Because I love blush. Blending a little bit. Ooh, this looks so burnt. Baby, that's too much. I have a heavy hand, okay, girl? Perfect. Now it looks like you've been kissed by the sun. Now it's highlighter time. I prefer mine to be more on the cool and silver side, but gold would work even better. Putting it under my brows. Also dragging it a little bit on the lid. I'm going heavy on the cheekbones. Right here. A little bit on my cupid's bow. Right there. You can still use the same highlighter, but I'm switching to the NYX Jumbo Crayon in the color, I guess it's Cheesecake, Cottage Cheese. And I'm using it to highlight my inner corner of the eye. I'm also going heavy with that. A tip of my nose. And also drawing a line down my nose. Slightly blending it with my finger. I love this product. It's like so good. Before we do the lashes, we'll be doing some freckles. I'm using a foundation darkener because it gives me the perfect gingery, warmish effect that I'm looking for. Taking a little bit. And also drawing a line down my nose. and stamping it on my nose. We want it on regular, so you want a bigger and smaller dots, and then blending it with your finger. I'm focusing mostly on my nose and under my eyes. We want variety of colors, but also sizes. Every size and color is beautiful, remember that. Time for the mascara, and I'll be using some cheap ass waterproof mascara. First, I'm using this little torture device, and I'm pumping the lashes. I believe every type of eyelash look will be good here. I love mine to be a little clumpy and spidery. I'm focusing mostly on my outer corner to give us this sexy and foxy effect. I love the mascara faces. It's the mimic you're doing while putting on mascara. It's so goofy, I love to watch it. And for the lips, we want the glowy effect, but without any thick gloss. You don't want your hair sticking to your lips when you're walking and the summer breeze finally comes. First, a lip liner. I'm using this one. We're doing my lips but better, so I'm using a similar color to my lips, maybe a little darker. Gently going over my lip contour to make them visually bigger. And right now I'm obsessed with this combined Cupid's bow look, so I'm doing it right now. Because for me it really gives that pump. And for the bottom lip, I'm only drawing a line on the middle and slightly blending it side to side. Because this will give us the cloudy and dreamy effect. Now you want to take any lip balm. I'm using this one, it's like a natural brand. And you're not swiping it, you're just tapping. This will give us the glowy and soft effect and juicy effect, but without any thickness. So I'm tapping it all over my lips. Perfect glowy lips. Told you. Next step, I'm using a setting spray to set everything in place. Just like that, you have your perfect summer makeup. Now you look more awake, sun-kissed, and like you spend a little too much time on the beach. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what do you think about me in this version, and tell me, would you like to try my techniques like a blush on the chin? Thank you so much, and see you on the next video.